corrupt, certainly not fit to be in the crew set. 43 division. Kevin Brooks, who people believe the #1 drug king in Canada. He is the head of Toronto Community House. After a fire at 4301 Kingston Road, Unit 907, a homeless man from Palchi, who had given the room where the fire was in to lay his head so he did not end up dead, end up with a flesh-eating disease on his feet. And after Keaton came out of the hospital, the compassion of the heart allowed Keaton to stay in that room in his unit. As Mr. Cat Clark rescued his emotional abuse, his 2 cats, Mr. Wonderful and Miss Cat, had 4 litters together. March 30th, approximately 2:44 p.m., Keaton came back from walking Mr. Clark's dog. Mr. Clark was leaving and going downstairs. These have all been confirmed by camera footage from Mr. Clark's security camera. At 2:44, now we know, but at that period of time, Mr. Clark did not know at the time of the fire that at 2:44, after walking the dog, Keaton went into the bedroom Mr. Clark let him use, and whatever Keaton did, he in turn closed the door and left. At 2:45, Mr. Clark returned back to his unit. That can be confirmed by video footage and by Mario Greco, a respected teacher in Vaughan. Mr. Clark went to the living room to work on the computer, and a tenant in the building brought Mr. Clark dinner. At 2:55 to approximately 2:56, Mr. Clark smoked for a cigarette after he ate, and he lit a cigarette and walked from the living room to the bathroom. There is a smoke section. Turned out that when Mr. Clark was smoking a cigarette with no recognition of any smoke, the alarm went off to acknowledge smoke. Mr. Clark finished his cigarette, went into the bathroom, and walked back to the fan and the sensor stuff. No other notification of any smoke. Then Mr. Clark smelled something burning. Rubber, some form of electric. Mr. Clark in turn looked to the kitchen, there was nothing there. So he looked towards Keaton's room, which door was locked. And Mr. Clark banged on the door. Paul, no answer. Paul, no answer. This again, that can be confirmed by Mr. Clark's security footage that was viewed by Mr. Mario Greco, a respected school teacher in the city of Vaughan, and he is also the chief financial officer of a provincial political party in the province of Ontario. Paul, he screamed. No answer. So Mr. Clark went to open the door, push the door, but there was like a big wind, something blocking the door. He didn't know what was going on. He pushed the door open. He was thrown back by a humongous black smoke. Not fire, not flame. Black smoke, which shows electric. And it just shoots Mr. Clark back. Mr. Clark screamed, Paul, 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 which acknowledged that Mr. Clark did not know at that time Keaton was not in the room, but after Keaton walked Mr. Clark's dog, Mr. Clark saw the dog and saw the room door closed, so he figured Keaton was inside the room. Paul, no answer. Mr. Clark tried to get into the room, the smoke threw him back, and he was going to go underneath the smoke. Then there was a spark to where Keaton's arm is. He was shoved so far back that he had to scream to the dog when he saw him get out, and his dog had no leash on at that time. And as he came out, Mr. Clark went and pressed the fire alarm. If Mr. Clark did not press the fire alarm, boy, imagine it could have been a greater tragedy. Then he ran towards the fire station, grabbed smokes, with one of those smoke extinguishers, fire extinguisher, ran towards the unit, but there was so much smoke gushing out now that Mr. Clark could not get the smoke detector thing open. They went through the fire exit door, banging it. Finally, though, Mr. Clark ran back towards the unit door, and he was hit with all this smoke. And he tried to spray, but there was no fire. There was just a lot of black smoke. And in turn, the smoke hit Mr. Clark so hard, he was suffering from smoke inhalation. So he said anything down the stairs. He ran down the stairs to the 8th floor, informing people of the fire. Down to the 7th floor, we got a woman, Shannon, called Mario and telling me they called me dead of the fire in this unit in Paul's room. In Paul's, with the door closed. In turn, Mr. Clark ran downstairs with the smoke detector. Sorry, the smoke extinguisher still in his hand. For some reason, the police insist.
After a brief stop here, this train will continue westbound, making all stops to West Harbor.
For some reason, the police
We're scheduled to be arriving on platforms 5 and 6. Based on our current direction of travel, the doors on the left side of the train will open first, followed by the right. On behalf of myself and the rest of the operating crew, we thank you for riding with us and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Union Station is our next stop.
So for some reason, the police insisted in grabbing the smoke extinguisher from Mr. Clark, who was suffering from smoke inhalation, still would not let him to it. So as he was freezing cold, the dog had no leash. Mr. Clark in turn went after. Okay, so from there, Mr. Clark screamed the firemen. Did you find Paul's body? Firemen said they did a search of the unit and did not find any human body dead. Mr. Clark thought that was impossible because the dog was there and Keaton had to have been in the room. About a few minutes later, Keaton came walking up to the property at 4301 Kingston Road. That also can be confirmed by the front camera. Screamed, Paul, you're alive. Turns out Keaton said he walked the dog. He dropped off the dog into the room. And then Keaton said he plugged in a cell phone, an old cell phone with a lithium battery, into a socket that he thinks was faultily wired by Toronto Community Housing. And Keaton felt that that's how the fire was caused. The fire was caused, Keaton says. Everyone have a happy day. Kevin Clark from Mayor. Have a great day. And world peace. Come on, Eddie. Keaton says he believes his negligence caused the fire to burn down Mr. Clark's home because he left his cell phone that had one of them old lithium batteries plugged in the room while he left to go get cigarette butts. So clearly, for the police to lay any charges against Mr. Clark when Keaton Caucasian acknowledged that his negligence and the negligence of Toronto Community Housing would have been the cause of the fire. Mr. Clark told the police exactly what he just spoke here. Mr. Clark was told by the Angeles Special Counsel that they are working. Hello, kids. They are my boss, the children of the world. Toronto World Peace Movement's alive. Hey, babies. Donald Trump, get ready for world peace. So in turn, the Angeles told us he would be finding us a new unit for Mr. Clark and his animal, this dog that he saved from the fire. About 2 hours after the fire, Mr. Clark was approached by a police officer to give another statement. He would like Mr. Clark to come. This can be confirmed by the police camera of them recording. And excuse me, please. Hello. Pay attention, please. We're not all waiting for the elevator.
I can't hear good, so you have to yell.
God bless the children. Have a great day, kids. So in turn, the policeman asked Mr. Clark to give a statement. Mr. Clark said, fine, let's go over to the bus to keep people warm and give a statement. The policeman says, no, let's do a statement, the policeman. Mr. Clark said, no, I am the most wrongfully arrested person in the history of the city of Toronto. I am not going to voluntarily go into the back of a police car for not committing any crime or any criminal act. And naturally, I will not do anything criminal because I'm your candidate for Toronto Mayor. So in turn, allegation by the police is that Keith set the fire in the bedroom, left, closed the door, and in turn, Mr. Clark uncovered this fire before it killed him and his animals. And in turn, Keaton left right after. And on the admission of Keaton that his negligence may have caused the fire due to a faulty electrical outlet due to the negligence of Toronto Community Housing, those allegations was grounds for the police to charge Mr. Clark for arson on the grounds that he lit a cigarette in the living room while the fire was going on in the bedroom. And that constitutes arson. Imagine that. Caucasian negligence that leads to burning down a man's home and in turn you charge an Negro for arson. Mischief and negligence. How could it possibly be true? You're saying that Mr. Clark deliberately set his home on fire, killed his 2 cats of 5 years, and rescued a dog that he only had for 5 months so that he can become homeless, sleeping under a bridge, or sleeping on the garbage and eating the garbage while he was a candidate for member of federal parliament, coming off running for member of provincial parliament while facing Olivia Chow in the Supreme Court of Canada contesting her election. Does that sound possible?